So traveling to distant stars and planets is a fascination that's been intriguing our species for quite some time. There is something about venturing into the unknown that just makes it irresistible to think about, and we're willing to dedicate our time, knowledge, and resources in order to peek around the next corner. Once we explored our planet and connected all corners of our civilizations, we quickly turned our eyes to the stars and started our adventure into space. This, however, turned to be a different beast entirely, and we are faced with challenges that range from a smaller inconveniences to a seemingly impossible puzzles that threaten to make this endeavor just a wishful thinking unless we pull out a miracle. Greetings everyone, my name is Nikola Tomic, and in today's video we're discussing struggles and challenges regarding space travel. So the first issue regarding space travel is getting off our planet in the first place. See, Mother Earth is a lush Eden that allows us to develop and thrive for thousands of years, offering everything that we need from water and air to various food sources across all of its climates and continents. Leaving its surface, however, is a very challenging task, something that we discovered very early in our existence. Force of gravity is what keeps our planet and everything in it in its current form, but it's also constantly exercising its pull on everything that is bound up. At the moment, we are using huge amounts of chemical fuel that can propel our rockets beyond the Earth's gravity field, but this comes at a very steep cost in the form of weight. It's sort of a catch-22 in a sense that we need large vessels to carry large amounts of equipment and provisions, which will inevitably result in a higher weight. This means that we need to use more fuel, which, you guessed it, means more weight. This is why our current payloads are limited and not enough for any long voyages that will span for years or even decades. Now, if we are able to pass this, we will be faced with a problem of communication. See, giving someone a call here on Earth or sending an email is a near instantaneous process that we don't give a lot of thought to. This is because this communication happens almost at the speed of light by utilizing equipment such as satellites or fiber optic cables. Although fast enough for Earth, it's very slow when we're talking about the distances between planets, stars, and galaxies. This is something that we're already dealing with when we're communicating with our probes and satellites that are orbiting other planets or conducting research on their surfaces, such as the case with Mars. For example, sending a signal to Mars takes anywhere between 4.3 minutes when their two planets are at the closest distance, all the way to 21 minutes when they're on the opposite sides. This is something researchers and astronomers need to take into account whenever they're conducting tests and research. Voyager 1 is by far the furthest man-made satellite that is around 24 billion kilometers away, while it takes its signal around 22.5 hours to reach Earth. All of this, however, is lightning speed when compared to other star systems, in which case we're talking about years and decades, and that is including the closest ones. Now, as challenging as this is, it's still a minor annoyance compared to some other problems such as the inevitable mortality that we all experience and the time it will take for these missions to complete. See, the nearest star system to our own solar system is Proxima Centauri with a distance of 4.25 light years. This means that anything that moves at the speed of light would reach this system in that time, but this does not apply to us. We know that anything with mass, such as humans and our spaceships, cannot reach the speed of light. Our fastest probe at the moment is Parker Solar Probe, launched in 2018, that reached the speed of 430,000 miles per hour, and even that means that it would take it around 7,700 years to reach this system. To put this into a context, the entire existence of our civilization goes back only for 6,000 years when humans started gathering in large settlements. You can probably see where this is going, and to put this simply, we don't live that long. This means that we would have entire generations living and developing on these missions, while we would only hope that we can maintain contact throughout this time regardless of what happens here or there. This presents an almost impossible task, and it's highly unlikely that we would be able to pull that one out unless we develop further advancement, primarily in the area of propulsion and speed. Obviously, getting anywhere will mean that that crew would need to be completely self-sufficient in regards to basic necessities such as food, water, and oxygen, as well as all other repairs that need to occur on board these vessels. At the moment, space agencies around the world are actively working on this, with various experiments being conducted primarily on board the International Space Station. The primary goal of these experiments is the potential of colonizing the planets such as Mars, but if successful, it can have a crucial effect on any long voyages, including the one to a different star systems. Now, clearly all these points to the fact that we are far, far away from achieving these goals, and it's definitely not going to happen in our lifetime and many generations to come. On a bright side, however, this is not the first time that we found ourselves in this situation, and it will not be the first time that we successfully solved it if we manage to pull this off. Just like it did before, it will take many more achievements and advancements before the things come into their place, but if we learn anything from ourselves and our history, that is the fact that we never give up. So this brings us to the end of another video. Thank you very much for watching this. If you want to support me, you can consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I also have a Patreon account, so if you think that that is the way you can support me, you can find the link down in the description and the pinned comment below. I post one short video per day, and usually on Wednesdays I'll do one of these a little bit longer videos. In the meantime, you can watch some of my other videos and stay safe until I see you in the next one.